Hi, fourth graders. Mrs. Taylor here. I can't believe we are towards the end of the year. It is basically May, and we usually talk about careers and do some career interviews, career cafes, career days. We aren't able to do all that right now, but I have kind of an interesting book to share with you, and then a cool career interest inventory that I'll put in our Google Classroom for you to take at your convenience, and I think you'll really enjoy the activity. The book is called Being Wendy. This is not what it looks like. This is the missing cover, but it's a great story nevertheless. Being Wendy. The town is called Boxville. Deep in the valley sits a tiny town called Boxville, and all the people who live there fit very comfortably in the boxes they wear. So are I touching on maybe lacking some uniqueness or individuality? As she did every Monday morning, Wendy Starbright walked to school. Wendy said hello to Officer Miranda Wrights, get it, who wore her police officer's box with pride as she directed traffic. She smiled as Willie Wallenpoop as he held on tightly to many leashes, and Wendy stared at the beautiful Bella Fashionista, the dress shop owner, as she unlocked the door of her fancy store. I love the dogs. Even the dogs have boxes. At school, Wendy's teacher, Mrs. Read-and-Write, get it, Read-and-Write, wrote on the blackboard in perfect penmanship. Wendy looked around the classroom and saw all the other students were happy wearing the boxes they had chosen. Hope's box said doctor because she knew she wanted to cure sick people. Joe's box said soldier because he wanted to protect people, and Candy's box said baker because she loves sweets. And all of us, we start thinking about careers. We start thinking about good fits. But Wendy didn't want to be labeled anything at all. She wiggled in her box if only she could take it off. Why did she have to wear this boring brown box anyway? So she's questioning, do I want to be just one person in one career? Wendy was full of ideas. She loved to do lots and lots of things. How could she possibly pick one to put on her box? Wendy loved to play her guitar and shoot hoops. Should her box say guitarist? Or maybe basketball player? Or, oh, thought Wendy, how will I ever choose just one box? She was afraid to say anything out loud that she felt different from everyone else. So she's feeling pressured already to try to figure out who she is, and she's not ready yet. Just after dinner that night, Wendy asked her mother, "Do you ever wish you weren't wearing your mom box?" Her mom laughed. "Don't be silly, I love being a mom." "But don't you ever wish you could wear another box sometimes?" Wendy asked her mom. Wendy's mom smiled. "In life we must make choices, and mine was to be a mom." Wendy knew she wanted to wear lots of different boxes because she had so many interests. She dreamed of traveling the world and seeing exotic sights. She had big plans. Exploring, traveling, discovering. She imagined herself meeting with foreign leaders, working for world peace. She thought about running marathons. Sometimes she even wanted to be a great writer. Wendy even dreamed of being a famous actress. How could she do all these exciting things if she had to wear just one box? She couldn't. And here this is, the Boxville way is to choose a box for the rest of your days. The biggest rule in Boxville was she had to choose a box and stay in it. But now Wendy had an idea. On Wednesday morning, Wendy Starbright left her house before her parents could see her without putting on her box. Out on the street, Wendy caused quite a stir. Officer Miranda Wrights blew her whistle, but Wendy kept walking. Willie Wallenpoop's dogs barked and howled, but Wendy kept walking. And Bella Fashionista covered her eyes, but Wendy kept walking. At school, the kids laughed and pointed at Wendy. Even her friends didn't understand. They all made her feel weird, like she didn't belong. And there on the chalkboard she says, "I must wear my box at all times." Mrs. Redenwright sent Wendy to the principal's office for violating the town's biggest rule. "Why can't you just choose a box like everyone else, Wendy?" she said with disappointment. The principal called Wendy's father. As soon as her dad arrived, Wendy burst into tears and ran into his arms. But, as always, his box got in the way. On the walk home, Wendy told her dad the truth. "I know everyone in Boxville likes wearing their box, but I don't." "You just haven't found the right box yet, but you'll find the one that fits," said Wendy's dad. "Thanks," Wendy said with a weak smile, "but I know in my heart that one box will never be enough for me." "Well, think it over," said Wendy's dad, "and please get back inside your box to do that." Wendy tried to take her dad's advice, but the more she thought about it, the more she hated thinking inside the box. She would never fit in it at school, at home, or in Boxville. Being different was lonely, but she couldn't be any other way. She was different. Wendy ripped off her box once more. She took a deep breath and went downstairs to try talking with her parents again. Her whole family was in the kitchen, but something was very different about them. They were out of their boxes. "What's going on?" Wendy asked. "Well, we did some thinking too, and decided that you're right," said her mom. "You're a very special girl, Wendy," said her dad. "You have a lot of different talents that make you you, and that's a good thing. You should do anything and everything you want. We all should." Wendy smiled her biggest smile. Later that day, the whole Starbright family left the house without their boxes. Wendy happily waved to their Boxville neighbors. She was unique, special, and proud of it. Soon after, the Starbrights packed their stuff into their now empty boxes, loaded up the car, and left Boxville for a new town called Freedom Land. Boys and girls, as you start thinking about careers for your future, know in your heart that you can do many different things in your life. You can have several different careers. You could have a career plus talents plus hobbies. You be you, find what makes you happy. And it's okay to change your mind. Talk to your family. I bet their goals, their dreams for their life have changed over the years, but just start thinking about the possibilities. If you wanted to, I have this in our Google Drive. You can make your own unique box. And it can be all the careers that interest you. In fact, your interests, things you do for hobbies. On mine, I am a school counselor, but I'm also a writer and a learner and a friend, a musician, a presenter. I'm a sister. So all these things make up me. I'm not just one person, I am many. I have a career that I love. I have hobbies that I love. And I have people in my life whom I love. If you'd like to broaden your box and think about some different careers that might be good fits for you, I've got a very cool activity to do. It doesn't take much time. It is located in our Google Classroom. I would like to invite you to a career party. And here it is. Pretend like you were going to a party, and there are 6 groups of people. So when you look at the document, there are 6 groups here. All you need to do is read about those 6 groups and then decide which group you would probably join first, second, and then third. So basically, do the people in the group sound like people you'd like to talk to or get to know? Once you have your groups in order, you'll have a certain code. The code's called your Holland code, and that will help you match some careers that might be good fits for you, and maybe help you think of careers you hadn't thought about before. The key is down here, the group names. And then on the second page, there are some careers that fit those groups. So I think I was a 314. So my group, group 3, these are some careers that might be good fits. Group 1 careers and group 4 careers. Something to think about. And then I also included one other page with a few more examples of careers and helping you think about who you truly are. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was interesting for you. I miss you. Please stay safe. Please work hard and always be kind.